5, 9.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Welcome to 4 p.m. Welcome to Mona. For those who have not been here before, is actually quick survey. Are there any Tasmanians in the room who've not been to Mona before? Okay. All right. Cool. Tasmanians, did you remember to vote? Good. Some of you are going, oh. Yeah. So that's relevant because that's what I was thinking of today. But I'll get to that in a second. 4 p.m, as you may have read on the O device, if you've had a bit of a look about what this thing is about, is kind of the flip side of what you tend to come to museums for. You tend to come to see the things in frames, the things that have been conceptualised and presented, paid for, finished, shipped, and then you enjoy it. 4 p.m. is about watching me make music, and then you're going to watch us now put the piece together. So it's all about the process of making, which we can make a conversation, if we like, while we rehearse the new piece today. Creativity in all its forms, be it music or writing or dance or whatever you do. So that's the premise. That's what I said to Mona I would do, and I've been doing it now for 473 days. So that's what is going on. So what we're going to do now is the ensemble is going to have a look at the piece I wrote today. I'll tell you a bit about how I started it, and we'll start to put it together, and you can have a drink of wine and enjoy the show. All right? How's that? Good. Would you please, yes, give your love to Miranda, Natalia, Susanna, and Nick. Now, if you can see this screen over here, you'll see my kind of score whiz by as we play it. If you can't see the screen and you want to have a look at the score for any music nerds, there's a paper copy over here. Help yourself. So today, this little melody here. How's it go? How's it go? Can you please play for me just the
beginning?
Yeah. That's it. So I was doing this on the last election we had, which was about 6 weeks ago. So that was the melody I used then. So I thought, well, there's another election, I'll use the same melody, slowed it down, and so this is the same melody, same bloody thing I go live again. So I've called the day Another Decision. Here we go. So that's what I started with. So that was my inspiration. If that's your question, what did I start with? I started with that, and then everything else grew on. Here we go. So mutes. Yep. I actually thought I'd write something like waltzy and kind of quirky, but it's in 3, but it turned out to be very slow and
not quirky.
Not quirky. Anyway, here we go.
What's the speed?
There. Going well so far. Doesn't sound like an election piece at all. In fact, I was thinking just this morning, the crazy. I come from a song background, so I had a guitar in my hand for years. The craziest gig, one of the craziest gigs I ever did, was at the Grand Chancellor during a state election, and I was there for the ABC. And whenever something happened in the election, I would write a quick song, and then kind of do it on camera. So I'm in the tally room with a guitar. That's not normal. Every suit was looking at me like, I'd got past security. What am I doing here? I'm just waving to everyone with the guitar and looking like a complete weirdo. That was a weird gig. Right. So back to election. Okay. Nice. So I've got. Let me know if you think I think the mutes are the right choice. I think.
Yeah.
I think. Yep.
Lovely. Yeah. We could hear it without if you want. Like.
Well, no, we'll leave it on. When we have the dee da 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 da, there's often you had that da 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 dee. So there's a little counter line. So bring that one out. Let's go from the top again.
Top again?
Yeah, please. Second come out. Before we go on, when at letter A, those staccatos are not really not getting loud, just the shortness of the note. They don't need to be accented.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Right. Good.
Good.
Let's go from into C. Everyone's got the upbeat.
Everyone's up. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2.
Second. Viola. Keep going, viola. That and hold there. We've got a G there. Okay. Making notes. Anyone got any questions? If anyone, yeah, thank you. What else if you have any questions about what I was thinking, what was I thinking? I don't know. I'm just, as I was saying to these people down the front, when you ask about what's in front, do I imagine the whole thing? Sit there and go, yes, I'm going to write a thing, it's going to do this and modulate on the keys. Right, and then off I go and write. I don't have fucking time for that. The doors open at 10 and then these guys are arriving at 4, so it's basically just sit down, great, and then just start writing, a couple of hours later go, what did I do? And then by the time I get here I go, I wrote rubbish today. Is there anything good in it? Or, wow, look at that. So I think the process of just going forward without really much of an idea. I get that if your medium needs a material that you have to pay money for, like if you're a ceramicist or something, you might worry about the cost of just making random things without an idea. There's no cost with digital, so it doesn't cost me anything at all. So I do get that, but otherwise just walking into smoke and just making up nonsense really is probably the best way to get things done. Go from G then.
Are you happy with the tempo?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, so it's just celloing first at G. It's H. Hold there. Okay. Ooh, that was good. So this bit's kind of like the bit that, you know, essentially that da 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 is, I'm just using that over and over and over and over again, because some of the pieces I've done the last couple of weeks have just had like 17 ideas in them, and everyone's like going, "Whoa, can I hear the first melody back again?" No, you can't. So I'm just trying to riff on that.
Do you want us to go a little bit forward at J?
I think so. Yes, absolutely. Yep. So yes, thank you. Forward at J.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So when you write the crotchet tied to a staccato crotchet,
Yes.
it's almost like you want a crotchet tied to a quaver with a rest, like, or is it like
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
Quaver
so-
with the rest, yeah.
not a
Well,
rearticulation?
It's not a no,
like
no.
a clipping, a bit
Clipping,
of
it's a
air.
clipping, absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
clipping, not a rearticulation, thank you. Yeah, and so you've got, after I, we've all got the quaver upbeat for, you know,
Yep.
yeah. Also there's, oh, sorry, and also that'll be piano for you, first bar by, not mezzo piano, so just bring that down.
Piano?
Everyone's piano, yeah.
Upbeat to the second of I.
Yeah, that's it. Anybody got any questions? You want to ask me something? Ask the musicians something? If you're maybe you have no idea what we're doing. This thing it's called the violoncello. Cello, yeah. Why is it called the violoncello?
No idea.
No idea. I mean, you're the guy who should probably know.
First name, last name.
First name, last name. Yeah,
It's
okay.
from the viol
Viol.
family.
Viol family, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Viol
As
is
opposed
like
to-
smaller, or like.
Yeah. So 2 violins. This is a standard string quartet. If you've never heard a string quartet before, this is what they look like. And there's always a Miranda in the first. No, there's not. 2 violins, viola, and cello. So the viola, if you hold that up for me, just and then hold the violin up. Viola's just a big, slightly bigger bodied thing. Dark violin, or a happy cello.
Happy joke. Yeah.
Yes.
Happy jump.
Right.
J?
Love it. Yep. All in at M. Viola. No, there should be a there. I use this analogy like
We should do a sudden drop.
like if you listen to the gears on your car with an automatic or manual, you know, if you're going about 80 k's an hour, you're usually around about top gear and everything's just humming away. But you can drive all the way to town from here in your car at 80 k's in first gear. The engine's revving its nuts off, and sometimes that's a really exciting sound for some. Or maybe it is just for a minute. And that's kind of what that sound is. It's just using that texture of the cello playing ridiculously high to see what it does. Normally the bass instrument, but everything's on its
And then going onto the bridge.
Yeah.
And you crash.
Do you want to go from... the last...
Or when Nick's solo starts, one bar before O?
One before... Oh, yep.
Something?
Yep.
1,
1, 2.
That's very exciting, wasn't it? All right.
We decided to do a drop down at 3 after P, so we get that crescendo.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Great.
we'll do a sudden drop.
Great.
Yeah.
So there's two things that are happening here, like swoony movies from the 40s and 50s, those black and white films where people, you know, kiss with their feet on the ground and lips shut, those sorts of films. What's happening in the strings here, they've got mutes on, and we'll make a display of the mutes in a second so you can hear it with and without, but this all sliding up together, that's that sound. So if you want to fall in love and get gooey, that's the sound you're looking for.
And what happens, can we just go from P, and then what happens to bar 126? Who's got...
Nothing. It's basically
whole bar rest?
2 bars of rest. I mean, it's
Two
basically
bars.
just
Okay, so
just
general
a-
pause.
It was going to be a fermata, a pause, and then all in a cue,
Cool. Yep.
with a crazy harmony. Ooh, I'm looking forward to cue. Where do we go from?
Well, we can just go from Q.
Go from cue then. All right, let's go right on cue. Yeah.
Let's not go back.
I'll do that later.
So we'll just do that bit again from 134. So the upbeat into 134 is the violins together.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
you just go dee da
And then,
da.
yeah, sure.
Yep. So beat 3 of the next 2 bars is second violin's always playing.
Yeah, okay.
So upbeat into 134.
1, 2.
Everyone in an R. This is the first bar again. Cello. Here we go. Got to the end. That was the last bar. Right. Now, what we might do, we've got time, so we're about to, we'll vary more questions and see if you have any questions. We'll play it all the way through. At the moment, the mutes are on, and then we'll play it again with the mutes off, so you can hear the difference, because this is the kind of the swoony, introspective kind of sound, and then when the mutes are off, it's not just louder, it's got a bit more kind of a different character altogether. Anyone? Yes. I kind of don't know how does it evolve? How do I plan? Is that kind of basically what's you're asking? Sure. I think when I'm sitting down, like you kind of just start to go, you know. Oh, there you go, and you just play, and then that note that would be. Dum. It's like, oh, suddenly there's a bit of tension, so that says it's a tension bit, and so I might speed that up because the sound's tense, and then go back to the da 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 da. So the music will inform me. It's kind of like that kind of tells me where to go, and then on top of that is a kind of a basic idea about how the form and structure. I'm from a song background, so for me, you know, intro, verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus, end. You know, that's a form. We all know that. Everyone knows that, and we've known that since we were kids. I could use that form as a way of going. It's my chorus form, so I need to bring the melody back in a champion way, and maybe the bridge is where I make you cry, and so it's just knowing that sort of thing. Is it structurally interesting, and will it carry your attention to the end? Yeah, and with composition, I think one of the things, the risk of this little melody here, da 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 dee da 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 da. It's kind of as long as it is, which it could be the last nail in the coffin, because like a pop song that fails quickest is one with a ba da 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 da, and that's it. Da 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 for 3 fucking minutes. Da 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 da. Like I'm done. After a minute, next song, please, because all the information comes at the front. And you don't need any more. So writing wise, da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Otherwise, we get too comfortable. We know what's coming. So that's kind of, yeah. So put that, trying to keep it interesting and evolving, mixed with the form and the structure, mixed with just whatever kind of my hands do, tells me, the music tells me as well what's going on. Cool. You ready? Here we go. Here we'll play it all the way through. Any other questions before we do that? No, all right, here we go. Day 473. I call this one Another Decision.
With mutes? With mutes?
With mutes, please. And then we'll play it after that without mutes. Miranda, Natalia, Susanna and Nick, here you go. So if you have any questions, now we'll take the mutes off. And maybe just a touch more tempo, just so it doesn't quite get so sleepy.
Do you want it to end loud, like on the louder side, or the
softer side? Softer
maybe
side.
We'll be louder and then go
in
at
softer.
149.
So now we'll play it again with the mutes off, and you can hear what the proper full character of it. Now remember, as you walk out up in the shop, not trying to sell you shit, but I kind of am. Sometimes there's not just a live stream, which there is. Hi, Mum. This is the 4th season. So after the first 3 seasons, we went to our studio. You can see down there with the desk, and we recorded some of the ones that really worked. Even though I kind of stumble on and write music all day long, sometimes it's like whatever. Other days you go wow, and so we all kind of think some days are great. So we've got this 3 albums, either as a bunch of downloads or CDs with downloads. You get them from the shop. As well as this book here. This is proper a conversation about the creative act, I suppose. So this is 150 of these days when I'm sitting at the piano. It's basically my journals, a diary of all the days written in consecutive 150. So and some essays on creativity. So it's not about music theory. This is much to keep it interesting. But it's just about the act of showing up and doing something for 150 straight days. And all of the live music is also accessed through that book. So it's a bit of a read, but that's kind of what I'd like to offer as the full conversation about creativity. Here we go. Here's the piece again with the mutes off. You'll now hear the full character of the instruments. And if you want to have a chat to me about the books or the recording or anything at all, come and have a chat. I'll be over on the side having a glass of wine. Thank you, Nick, Susanna, Natalia, Miranda. Thanks, everyone. That's 4 p.m. I'm Dean Stevenson. Have a safe weekend. Come and have a chat if you like. Otherwise, safe journey. Bye.